lovely people out there, Kevin from CC Pipe here, where we focus on productivity and pipeline for creatives. And in this video, I'll show you how to work with tabs in InDesign properly. And I realized that this might not be as obvious as I might have thought, and it's important to learn in order to format properly. And most of you probably know this, but tabs allow you to align text primarily in lists. And I've received many files where you wish people knew how to use them. So let's jump into InDesign and take a look. Here I have a base document with some data from an Excel list, and first we want to make sure hidden characters are visible so we can see the tabs. That's Ctrl-Alt-I to toggle that. And tabs are these double arrows here, and we can see they aren't quite aligned right now, and that's because the text doesn't fit between the tab spaces. So that's what we need to fix. Now, as always, we can do this in two ways, local edits or globally with paragraph styles. For local edits, we just press Ctrl-Shift-T, which brings up the tab ruler. And a tip here, before we do this, select the text frame in question, and now the ruler will align with your frame, which is handy. To add a tab location, we simply click above the ruler here. Now, all the text to the right of this first tab is aligned to that one. Now, let's add some more. For this list, we need 5, and I'll just add some along the ruler, something like that. And already this looks a lot better. To change the tab, simply click on the marker. It's a bit annoying because they are so small and it's easy to add a new one if you're not careful. With that in mind, to remove a tab, we simply click and drag it down. Over here, we choose tab alignment. There's left, centered, right, and this one allows you to align to a separator. For example, a comma or a space. And over here, the thousands are separated by a space, so if we add a space in the align on box, it should align to that. And lastly, we can add a leader in this box, usually punctuation, like this. And we could even make it less dense by just adding spaces in between, for example, like this. And I find there is a problem with doing it like this. Now, we have formatted the entire box, and you could also select text and just format that. But then you easily end up with different formatting and it's hard to keep track of it. And that's of course where paragraph styles will be helpful. Back to where we started. We'll locate the paragraph style panel over here. And I have a style for a heading already. And now we need to make two styles. One for the list and one for the list head. And I'll make a new style. Call it body. And then we go to tabs over here. And this is basically the exact same setting, so I'll speed this up and talk over it. This one aligned to the separator, and then this left aligned, and the rest just right aligned, and no leader lines in this case. And that's really it. Great. Next, a good trick for making the header style. We already have the tabs in the style we just made, so I'll make a new one, and here I choose to base it on the last one. Now it inherits the tabs we just added. And then I can just change it a bit. Maybe make it bold. I could add a paragraph rule over here. Turn it on. Add some weight. Maybe a color. And then you just offset it so it looks nice. And lastly, I think I'll just add some space after it. Over here. Something like that. And there we go. A nicely formatted tabbed list. And that was all I had for this time. Hope it was helpful, and thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video right here on CC Pipe.